What's up, guys?
What's up? What's
What's
up?
How
up?
y'all doing?
Good.
Welcome
Doing
to
good.
Cabin Boys Podcast again
Yep.
Yeah.
with my boy Dario, Johnny.
Oh yeah.
Let's get
So
it.
What you
guys,
We're
shit
here,
not
we're here.
much. First, happy Kids Day, right? Today?
Oh yeah, they were
Yeah.
doing that.
Oh,
They
for
were-
real?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kids Day.
They were selling. Did you see the people selling the newspapers at the end at the corners of the streets?
No, I haven't seen him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a kids' day.
My lady's
today.
job, yeah, they were selling those papers.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, at that
Cool.
day, yeah.
Mm.
So it's like a yearly thing.
Yeah, they do it once a year, and then they do that. It's like the newspaper for Fresno, only Fresno B for $1.
Oh, okay.
But
it
it's-
was just Women's Day a while ago, no? A couple days ago.
Was it?
Yeah,
Something
it
like
was
that.
like, oh yeah, it was Monday.
Oh, this Monday.
Yeah,
So Monday, Women's Day,
Women's National Day,
and then
and then Kids Day.
Tuesday, Kids Day,
How did we get Kids Day?
and we don't have no Men's Day or what?
Father's
No.
Day, I guess.
Well, yeah.
That's the only one we get.
But Men's Day, huh?
Yeah.
Men's Day.
Men's Day.
Men's Day, yeah.
Huh.
But we only get Father's Day though. But I mean,
Then you better savor that when it comes to it.
Yeah, yeah. You got to be a father too.
Yeah,
If you're,
yeah.
if
Yeah.
you're just a man with
You're
no
screwed.
kids, you don't get a day at
hey,
all.
and crazy thing, and you still got a barbecue.
And you still got to barbecue and
Gotta
feed
put in
everybody in
work.
the house.
Yeah,
Yeah, even if
Crazy.
you're just the older brother with no kids.
So there isn't a Men's Day.
There isn't.
What day would you put Men's Day on the year? What month?
1 month.
Yeah.
It got to be cool weather, like not too hot, not too cold.
What would we do on the Men's Day? Work?
No work, obviously. Nah,
No work.
Shit, free massages all day for all men. Nah.
Yeah. Because are they doing anything for the women for the Women's Day?
Well, I mean, a lot
Well,
of
they
people.
make it a day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know if they do anything.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people know about it because I didn't know about it.
Yeah.
Till my lady sent me that, and she's like,
Yeah.
but I was like trying to play it off. I was like,
So, hey, so they might do like parades for women,
Yeah.
shit like that, because they do. You know how women like, it's like they're transgenders or women now and some
Yeah.
more shit.
Wait, so are they qualified to
Bro, I think like the woman of the year was like Caitlyn Jenner one time.
Yes.
it wa-
I think it was like
So it was like a
two-
man,
like last
winning.
year, no? I
I
remember it
don't
was
know, I
like
don't
last year.
Oh wait, this year I think I had seen it was like Karol G.
Karol G is the
Yeah.
woman of the year.
I have, yeah, I think I seen
Let's
that.
go.
But I remember seeing that Caitlyn Jenner won Woman of the Year.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Well, what's his name? Dave Chappelle
That's crazy.
was gonna get canceled for talking about that
oh yeah,
because he said he busted a joke saying that we're better than women at
Yeah.
everything we do. We even beat them at being women.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because that
Like,
was a joke. Yeah,
Yeah.
That was,
Yeah.
yeah. That was one of the jokes I seen. That's crazy.
Yeah, they wanted to cancel him. That's when they were doing all that Dave Chappelle canceling
Right.
thing.
So there's even like, where did I see? I seen a podcast. It was this girl that was a swimmer for the. She's like a professional swimmer.
I got to see that too.
the
Yeah,
Olympics.
Yeah.
I believe it's Olympics.
Yeah.
And a man joined,
yeah,
and this guy, obviously, makeup on or long hair or whatever.
long hair.
Yeah, pretends or says
Michael
he's a
Phelps.
woman. Yeah,
Yeah.
Michael Phelps, a woman. He goes in and beats all these girls by like seconds.
Yeah,
So there's records, right? And they beat him by like 0.02 seconds. This guy just
Blow
by
them
seconds,
out,
yeah,
yeah.
blew him out the water
yeah,
basically.
yeah. Blew him out the water.
Damn, but yeah,
No, and what I heard. So that girl that you're talking about,
yeah.
the guy and her, they tied.
Mm.
They tied.
Oh yes,
They
yes.
tied. But when it was time to pick up the trophies, they asked her if the transgender guy can lift up the trophy.
Right.
And she said, "Why? If we both won first place." And she was like, "Oh, just for a publicity stunt, whatever."
Yes, because it'll hit more on the papers.
Yeah. But I guess she went wild and it was just crazy.
Wow.
Talking.
And I think it's because kind of like, oh my bad, it was.
Yeah, go ahead.
They kind of want to promote it
Yeah.
to the point where it's like, so they could get that crowd also,
Yeah.
like the LGBTQA whatever.
Well, I mean, you could look at it that way, or you could look at it in the form of
It's an agenda.
it's an agenda. That's what I was gonna
Right.
go with. It's in the. You could look at it the way you're saying, or you could look at it as if you make it more natural and you like,
You accept it.
you accept it. So if she would have stood quiet, that girl that you just talked about,
Mm-hmm.
and she would have never said nothing, and it would have just been swept under the rug, everybody in national TV that actually pays attention, we would have seen the news, and all we would have seen is, oh, a new transgender guy got the win. He got the dub, right?
Would they
And
even say it's transgender? Would they just
they
say
wouldn't even have said that,
women
probably.
winner? Yeah.
Or even if so, they would have said, hey, this guy won, whatever.
By the way, it's a guy.
By the way, yeah, it's a guy.
Transgender.
But
Wouldn't that be like
No, but it's gonna like
They
like
get
the
attacked
younger
for that.
generation be like, okay, like if I'm trying to come out,
Yeah.
and then if he won and they,
well, just put it
it's
this
like
way.
probably like that.
We'll just put it this way. They actually made jokes and they said, literally when that was happening, they said, well, guys, now you know it. If you guys can't make it into a national team for a guy, just become a girl and then you get
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be
You'll be a pro
yeah,
soccer
I'll
player,
be a
bro.
pro soccer player, but then but no, you never know. I mean,
The cost, bro.
yeah, you never know.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy like what the media has.
It's just
Repertoire.
they need to let women compete against women, bro.
Yeah.
If they want to have a transgender league aside from
Yeah.
men and women, that'll be actually interesting to watch, you
Yeah.
know? You see
Yeah.
a bunch of
You could root for the
Yeah.
people that you want still at the time.
right.
And it's not like you can't say
And
off
it's
the
even
back.
more fair too.
Yeah.
It's fair.
You can't be saying,
Like,
oh.
like transgender sports.
Yeah.
Transgender, yeah.
But if you think about it, like women's, they hardly see like basketball or like, like
Well, it's
or
because
soccer.
probably because
They-
you don't pay attention, but there's actually like,
No, I know there is, but
uh,
but ratings is more.
Yeah, they're way lower.
Yeah, that's
women's
what I'm saying,
sports
you
is
know?
way lower.
So now imagine
Women
this,
don't watch sports.
Huh.
I don't know. Women probably don't. And the guys watch sports, but they want to watch. They have enough sports already with guy sports.
Yeah.
So even to fit in women's sports also, it's kind of, they want to
Yeah.
watch. Guys are competitive. They want to watch other guys compete, and
Yeah. Not a,
Exactly.
it
Yeah.
puts women aside onto a little.
exactly
Yeah.
what you're saying. Like, well, guys are competitive. So imagine like a guy going against a girl. It's like,
There was also a UFC, well, MMA
I think
Was
fight
there?
where yeah,
I was,
this
I was
guy joined MMA with girls.
okay. No, it was a
Started
different
beating all their ass, bro.
yeah?
Yeah.
I was-
Is he still in the same league or what?
one. No, it's I think it's from Russia, because I was watching when I was getting tatted this past week. This big fat motherfucker was going against three girls like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like MMA or boxing. So they were like he was just swinging hella slow.
Yeah,
like,
I've seen those.
yeah, like
I'm talking about competitively though.
Oh, okay.
Like they actually joined this women's MMA sport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. That
How could they let that, bro?
No, but Trump said he ain't gonna let that shit.
Yeah.
Like, if he becomes president again, he's like cancel all that.
Yeah, it's
that's
not
crazy.
fair. It's like letting someone do steroids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When everybody else doesn't.
Yeah.
Because this guy, obviously, his body naturally gives testosterone.
Yeah.
He's naturally gains, and
Yeah.
what the testosterone
Easier
gives
to
you,
gain more muscle, right? A guy.
I would feel like, I don't know what testosterone does to a guy. It's like kind of like it gives you more. I don't know.
Like the strength you need.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, because I don't think girls do they.
I wouldn't think so.
I don't know.
I wouldn't think so.
Anyways.
Yeah.
But I was saying, yeah, I feel like the guy would have more of an advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it only
Their
makes
bones are
sense,
denser.
bro. It only makes
know?
sense. That's crazy that's becoming a reality, bro. Because if you think about it, it's an everyday thing, and they
Like,
literally put that in anything.
like normalizing it.
Yeah, like
Like,
even
even commercials. Like I was sitting there last time right there with my kid. Guys, guys kissing, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, now it's normal. But back then, when will you see something like that on the commercial on
Yeah.
TV or something like that?
You won't.
Oh, talking about that. Yeah, one day I was watching regular TV on my, and then they started there was a commercial of like a safe sex or for AIDS.
Oh, okay.
It was like a
Was
safe,
it Hulu?
I think so, bro.
Bro, Hulu's wild.
Hey.
Hulu pushes that shit.
Hey, bro.
I swear Hulu's
And
wild.
it was like couples, like how you're saying, kissing and stuff, and being like, oh, you want to
Yeah.
have safe sex and stuff, and like
Yeah, that's Hulu.
Yeah.
I bet
I was
it
like,
was
what
Hulu.
the heck?
Every time I watch Hulu, those commercials are just wild. It's like,
Yeah. And they were just, I mean, I don't have anything against the LGBTQ community, but
Same.
I don't go around TV and showing like my personal life
Yeah.
and like trying to rub that on my kids or anybody else's kids.
Yeah.
Like, hey, this is how it has to be.
Yeah, I just seen a video where it was a school celebrating Pride Day,
Yeah.
and all the kids had to come with colorful clothes and kind of like
No way.
celebrating Pride Day,
That's crazy.
and they're kind of like pushing it on some kids in some places,
Yeah.
and it's crazy. Yeah.
See, that's what actually brings me back to like a couple weeks back when we were talking about the victors rewrite history,
Yeah.
and I feel like that's where we're heading right now. Like the government and stuff like that
The
are like,
people in charge.
yeah, they're the people who have won,
Right.
and they're rewriting
Right.
history to their liking.
Yeah. Whoever's in charge.
Yeah,
Of the Congress, whoever's
Yeah.
in charge of the president, whoever's in charge of all the law making,
yeah,
they're the ones that are in charge of making the agenda.
history,
like you
yeah.
said, yeah.
going on forward.
Changing history, yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy that you guys bring that up, bro. Because you guys are familiar with the Ryan Garcia stuff that's going on? Because that's pretty much all the
Yeah.
same thing. It's like agendas. It's
Yeah, Ryan Garcia, he's exposing
A bunch of stuff.
exposing everything. Wow,
I
a
think
lot
it
of
all
stuff
started
going on.
when he came out with that Christian music on one of his last fights.
did he?
Oh,
Yeah,
did
he
he?
did. Yeah, it was I'll look it up right now.
Okay, yeah.
Like
but-
what is that called? Gospel?
Gospel music.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like it's and then the media it's who it belongs
To-
to and all that.
To me, that's so crazy because my brother was the one that you mentioned it last week. I do remember you talking about it, but it's crazy the video. My brother told me, he's like, "Hey, you should talk about this on the pod." But he was like, "Look at this video," and he sends me this video, right? And it's him talking. He has like tubes in his nose and stuff.
Who?
Ryan Garcia.
Okay.
So I don't know where he's laying down on something, and then he's recording himself, and he has tubes, and like the background looks blue.
Okay,
So-
yeah, I barely seen it right now. Yeah.
And
Okay.
what?
So that video, he's talking about how he talks about Project Bluebeam, or
Which is
which is like this project that they have talked about
Can I just
that
put it right now real quick? The song.
Yeah.
Is this-
Oh, he came out to that.
Oh.
My faith will stand.
But one of his
Yeah.
boxing fights, he came out to that song,
So yeah, I know what song is that.
Oceans.
Yeah, and he's pretty much just talking about how a lot of things are passing right now in the media. Like they're just keeping a lot of stuff secret from us. And then he was trying to talk about like going back to Project. That's
Bluebeam.
Project Bluebeam. Project Bluebeam is something like it's like a hologram in the sky, or it could be like they're trying to do something.
Oh, okay.
So it could be like it could be a deception.
to
so-
fake
Something.
stuff.
So this is like a long time rumor that they were talking about this, right? But Ryan Garcia has said, and me becoming, a Christian and becoming a follower, you realize that when you're reading scripture, there's a lot of things that it's like inevitable. So the way that God says that he's going to return, so we have to go through so much first, right? We're going to go, and then in a passage in the Bible says that there's actually,
Oh, like stuff that has to happen.
yeah,
Like
in
inevitable.
order for Jesus to come back
Oh, I see,
again.
I see.
Pretty much talks about how right before Jesus comes, and this never made sense to me. I read the Bible at this time, I already read it twice, right? And I'm just tripping. I'm like, what does this mean? But it talks about how in the last days, there's going to be an angel flying and telling you, like, please don't take the mark, right? Like, everybody knows about the mark or has heard about the mark,
Yes.
right? And in my, like, me reading this passage, I'm like, how can people still take the mark when
As
there's
in the
angels?
mark of the beast.
Mark of
they
the beast.
say,
Exactly. So how can people take the mark of the beast,
which is like complying to
to
the
Yeah.
people.
to the
that are in
people?
charge.
Well, it has to be some type of thing that distinguishes you from others, because God says that after you take this, there's no way of you going back.
What if the mark is the vaccine, bro?
So it can't be the vaccine because it says you can't go back. So the way that I see it is,
That's what I'm saying, because you kind of can't go back and
yeah,
untake the
Bro, they're
vaccine
thinking Elon
and
Musk is gonna
whatever
be the
you
fucking
have.
Antichrist because he's talking about that chip on your head.
yeah. So
But
I
back
feel
to
like
it, yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like
No, I'm just-
a mark on the beast. I feel like a mark of the beast is like something that's gonna change you from being a human.
Right.
Like it's gonna completely change you. So my compa has a point there talking about Elon Musk, but that's a whole nother topic though.
Oh,
But
the
so
the chip and
the
stuff.
in
yeah.
the brain or
The
something
implant.
like that. Yeah, implant.
Yeah, yeah.
So then you become a
Wow.
cyborg. You're not a human all the way now, because
Yeah.
you're
Just like phones,
yeah,
you're kind of like
a
a
cyborg already.
as this is an attachment to you.
Yeah, yeah,
Because you can obviously look up anything and translate. If you talk Chinese, I could literally talk to you.
yeah.
Yeah, through an app.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But yeah.
so going back to that, it never made sense to me when it said that the angel would be hovering or flying over and telling us to not take the mark, that before Jesus comes back, right?
Like a
And
warning.
yeah, like it's warning us. And I would read that and I'd be like, to me that doesn't make sense. How are people gonna see an angel like for reals and still take the mark willingly? Like how are you that blind? You know what I mean? So
Also, look, sorry to cut you
go
real
ahead,
quick.
go ahead.
So now that you're saying that, I feel like all this stuff that I could say the government or whatever is doing this, they're putting all this stuff in the sky. So when it's time for the angel to do that, you'd be like, say like UFO or whatever, like ignore it,
That's
something
okay.
like that.
So that's
you
where I
know?
was going, and
So,
that's what
yeah.
Ryan Garcia was talking about on that video.
Yeah.
So he says that how if you guys only noticed how much are they pushing the aliens, they don't show you any real good footage, but they show you and they talk about how many more whistleblowers are coming out every single day.
Yeah.
Every other day there's another whistleblower coming out speaking about aliens, right? So now it's starting to make sense to me, that passage, because now it only means exactly what my compa said, that when this angel hovers over us to tell us don't do what they're telling you to do, they can say, you see, they're aliens and they don't want the best interest for you guys right now. Like, we're humans, this and that, and you see this alien, it's telling you not to do something. For example, it could be like the brain chip. It could be like, hey, if you have that brain chip, we could communicate. And if there's an alien out there, like, how am I going to communicate if I'm in trouble? Well, guess what? We have a solution for you. Take this brain chip and you could talk to each other telepathically. Hey, Johnny, like right now, compa, I'm in trouble. There's an angel or an alien per se. We're getting an alien invasion. And I say that, and you guys can continue on from this point on, because in the Bible, it talks about when God, right before, like literally, this is right before Jesus comes back.
Yeah.
There's a thing called the rapture.
Yeah.
And the rapture is when you get taken up, the people that stuck with Christ, right?
There's videos of it on The Simpsons.
Yeah.
There was
Okay,
a movie. I watched that movie.
There was
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Everybody's gonna leave, but at this moment, how does the government prove to you that it wasn't the rapture? Because if the moment, like for example, me, I will know that it's the rapture, and you guys will know because you guys' kids are gone. Because they say that the kids are gonna be the first things that gone, because there's the ones that they have not sinned. So let's say you start missing all kinds of kids, and then all kinds of adults that stuck it through and went to church and gave everything for Christ. The moment we notice that, like let's say we're here and everybody's gone, what we're gonna say it was the rapture, and we're gonna change to Christ, because in the Bible it also says that that's not the last time people will get the final
Like
chance.
7 more years, no, or something
Yeah.
like that. 8.
Because they're gonna go through the rapture and then the tribulation, which is like, well, a lot of people could argue it could be tribulation first and then rapture, but let's say it's rapture and then the tribulation, 7 years of torture in the earth. You still have a chance to go with Christ at this moment, but how will the government prove to you that all the people left at this time weren't left through the rapture? Because they don't want you to follow Christ.
They're pushing the alien issue. That's why.
Then at that moment, what are they gonna say? It was a big abduction.
Wow.
That's why everybody's gone.
Oh, okay.
So that's why.
Like
That's why.
all your friends, all the believers that
Yeah.
you knew that they were believers, but like you,
and
Juan,
little by little, all these abduction stories are just
why you
getting
think?
you used to.
Yeah, why
Exactly.
The big abduction.
The
Wow, that's
big
crazy.
the
abduction.
abduction? Yeah, like you're laying down or sleeping and it's dragging you to the sky.
Yeah.
So they're gonna like.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
they
they're gonna think
they
that's what they push
implement
it
in
at.
you that they put that in your mind so you could always have that plane. And so without a doubt, if like right now you're an atheist, without a doubt, if they're gone from one day to another, and if the government tells you, hey, aliens came and they did a major abduction, the first thing you're gonna say, well, yeah, that only makes sense. God is not real, so God couldn't have came for his people, right? And that's exactly what Ryan Garcia says, that they're still prepping us for the blue beam, that to be aware of these alien commercials and all these alien things, because they're prepping us for something.
Have you seen the alien commercials?
Well, there's been always
Yeah,
crazy
I just
ones, bro.
recently seen.
I have not seen one.
An
What
alien-
happened?
It was like I don't know, but I remember seeing like an alien commercial.
It's about the. Remember I was talking about last time about the blue lights, like in the city they're putting blue lights.
Oh yeah, I seen
yeah.
that.
So they're saying that the blue is blue, the projection thing they're trying to do.
Oh
So it helps it out to hologram whatever they're trying to.
yeah.
And then right there by where I live at, there's a blue light. Like out of all
Already?
the lights, yeah, there's this like really bright blue. You go through it, and I'll be like, and read it and I seen it, and I'm like, that shit's really actually happening because
Yeah.
I knew it was happening in Florida, but then I was like, man, that shit ain't gonna come over here in Fresno. Yeah, right. They finally put that
And
blue
then
light
when
right there.
and then when people expose stuff like that, they make them try to look crazy, like Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
Back
They
to how we were talking about him.
yeah,
All you see on the internet is just all the comments,
Yeah.
Mhm.
all the people just making them look crazy, all
Yeah.
the videos and But I would think, how they're saying like he's on drugs and some
Yeah.
more shit. Wouldn't you try to hide that you're on drugs? If
Yeah.
you're on drugs,
You wouldn't be.
you wouldn't
public.
want to make yourself look stupid, more stupid than
Mm.
you
Yeah.
probably are by using drugs.
It's
you
the
know?
same thing. Like even if you put it in this perspective, Juan.
So it kind of makes it seem like it's real.
Yeah,
It
If you
is.
put it in this perspective, remember what they were saying about Kanye West when he was on that stage.
Oh, so they were saying that he was off of his meds,
Yeah,
but there's videos that came out recently that he's saying that they're false diagnosing him
yeah,
so that they could give him medicine to make him crazy.
yeah.
So he was like, this medication is just making me more agitated, more crazy.
Yeah. So
And that's why he stopped using it. And some people like, I don't know if you've seen like Wendy Williams.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
just
I did
crazy.
see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, those are all. She's been on medication forever, and that's like the after effect of
She
it.
looks
you know?
cracked out. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of what they want to how
they
control
really want
people.
you to, but see, that's what's so crazy because they make them sound so crazy. But I feel like they don't make them sound crazy. Why? It's because if you think about it, if they're making them go through these things, like for example, that video that came out with Andrew Tate and Andrew Garcia, they're talking on the phone,
Yeah,
and he's like cussing like up and down,
right.
and saying that they holding him down while and tied him up to a tree while they were doing something to a kid, right?
Yeah.
Boom, like that. And then like how he keeps on going crazy and says F this, F that, like I'm tired of this, bro. And then the first thing that Andrew Tate tells him, bro, and like the video's there. It's not like I'm
Yeah.
inventing this.
Yeah.
Andrew Tate says, "Are you sure you want to go through the path you're going through? Because there's a really dangerous path,
Mhm.
bro." Like he's telling them this. He posts this video, and you hear him. It's not like they're all making it up. He's like, bro, and he still screams to him and says, "Bro, I don't care. Like I don't care." And that's what I feel like. All these scenarios you're saying, like Wendy Williams, Kanye West, Shia LaBeouf,
Oh, right.
like
Yeah.
Britney Spears, like
You know what he sounds like when he's in that video and he's like, I don't give a fuck anymore.
yeah,
He sounds like those 911 calls, bro. where
Yeah,
they
like he's
where
super
they kill
agitated.
people.
yeah,
Like, oh, I don't care anymore. I'm gonna kill this person
Yeah.
or whatever. That's what he sounds like, almost like if he's like in his last.
like last resort.
Yeah.
But then you guys got to see the other video where he's like chilling after he has like a crown, the Caesar's crown. It's just
I
like
think I've seen that one.
Yeah, I just seen it.
But
yeah,
what-
so
But
he
see,
just
the crazy thing about that video, it doesn't look like we're in 2024, bro. These motherfuckers have money. Why can't it be a video recorded like really 4K or something like that.
Yeah.
It looks kind of like blurry or.
It looked a
like,
little bit blurry. Plus, like he's just chilling,
yeah.
and then he's like, "Oh, I'm only gonna talk from this point on. I'm only gonna talk about sports. I'm only gonna talk about my fight, my advertisements, and the fight is still gonna happen." Like if
Oh yes,
like,
they came up to him and
yeah,
said,
Yeah.
"Hey,
that's something.
this is almost treason.
Yeah,
You're going against the government.
yeah,
Are you a terrorist? Are you trying to? Are you trying to? You know, they probably got the government probably has a bunch of like secret operations, which is maybe the Bohemian Grove kind of stuff.
yeah,
And if someone like you that has a lot of followers, a lot of eyes on you, exposes us, you're almost making us look like a joke. You know.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure they came up to him and said, "Hey, you got to stop this."
Yeah, or
Or
they're
else.
gonna blame like
Because treason is
that he's
illegal.
doing cocaine or something like that.
Yeah.
Like he's just on
You can go
drugs.
to
Or,
jail.
Yeah, because when I was watching a little bit of this Ryan Garcia stuff, bro, I seen a guy that posted a comment that they had posted on X. His name, I think, is called Leon. He was a singer in One American Idol, and he was making it, but all of a sudden he just fell off, and like he didn't want to record anymore after he won American Idol, right? Like a chunky dude with Pierce. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but
like country music.
I think so. Something Leon or Lennon, or that's his last name.
And
I
why
think-
why did he stop?
He commented on his post on X, and that guy commented and said, "Oh, well, Ryan Garcia is saying is not a lie. He's speaking truth. That's the reason why I also had to back out
Wow.
from the thing." And he commented, and it's up there right now on X for you to read that comment as well. So it's like him. There's like multiple people. Like even if
Yeah.
you paid attention, like what they're talking about, what Cat Williams was talking about, all the Illuminati stuff on that Club Shay Shay, and then just like, bro, these past few days, these past few months,
I feel like everybody's
just
just
been
coming out
crazy.
coming out and exposing stuff, huh?
Yeah,
It's almost like they want you to know stuff. The higher ups want you to just get used to this.
yes, I feel like that's the way that it is. That they want you to be pre-planned, because it's called residual magic, and in order for you to cast the spell or to do anything, you have to know of it. For example, the same way when you do a magic trick and somebody's doing a magic trick, they have everything visual for you to see. The trick happens in the sleight of hand.
Oh, okay. And
Right?
if you didn't see, you didn't see.
You didn't see that.
You're fooled
But the
because you
trick-
didn't see.
But the trick happens right in front of your face.
Right.
That's the same thing with sigil magic.
Oh, okay.
So-
like they don't get
Fully expose himself like that.
they
They'll
don't get
do
consequence. They don't have consequence if they tell you that they're doing something to you.
exactly.
For example, if like Ryan G tells us all what's going on, we know what's going on. So if we accept it and we don't do nothing about it, if everybody obviously seen those videos and whatnot,
Yeah.
no one's doing nothing about it, they're free of any sin.
Like,
Because,
yeah, we
they-
warned you.
They warned you. They
Yeah.
told you what's going on. If you don't fight a civil war against the government, which is doing this, then
Yeah.
you're part of it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like if you see a killing going on, and if you don't say nothing, you're part of it. It's
Yeah.
just-
Exactly. Exactly.
So
They'll-
now that he told us what is going on, they used him to tell us maybe, and everybody's saying, "Oh, he's crazy."
Yeah.
Everybody that is saying that is part of it. Part of
Yeah.
the problem.
They're accepting it.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing going back to like the
Crazy.
transgender thing. It's
but what
like,
can you do? You know,
I
It's-
mean, you need
which
a
is
lot
a
of people,
civil
yeah.
war. Obviously, you can do, but
well, even with a civil war, I feel like I don't feel like it's up to those extremes. I don't see it being fixed, honestly. The only advice I could tell you guys, and I would say that would be the best advice, it would be like everybody starts from scratch and no phones. And I feel like that will calm down society so much. But how do we even get to that point now?
yeah,
Well,
with
no.
everybody addicted to those things.
Yeah,
Like my screen time right now is probably like 7-8 hours.
yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. And see, that's what I'm saying. People are just
Whole shift now.
stuck there, bro.
Whole 8 hour shift on
Yeah.
my phone, probably.
Yeah,
Little by little.
That's
yeah.
wild.
that is wild, bro.
What is your screen time?
My,
What's
To-
yours, Johnny?
I
Where you
don't.
look-
I
Looking
know
up at-
we're recording with yours.
Yeah.
I guess you go to settings. Just go to
Yeah, you go
screen
to-
time. Type it in.
Oh yeah, you just put screen time. Well, to be honest, my screen time last time I had checked it, cause I checked it recently, I got like 3 hours and like 40 minutes.
Oh, my shit was off.
Mine's 8 hours. Yeah, 8 hours. Daily average. Wow.
8 hours. Yeah, my daily,
Minutes.
Wow, bro.
it's like 3 hours.
What the f-
Yeah.
It's
Nah, I barely
like,
turn it on, so
it's
I'll
almost
let
like
you guys know next
every
week.
chance you get, you just
your phone.
hop on your phone.
Yeah.
Unless you're like doing something or whatever,
Yeah.
eating, talking.
So,
doing
but that
anything.
does it count like listening to music too as well?
I
Yeah,
believe
I'll
so.
still
Yeah?
record it, yeah. Because that's
Okay.
how I have my screen time, because I don't really get on my phone unless I'm at home. But I have screen time recorded because I get on YouTube and I'm hearing YouTube while I'm at work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and it still counts all that. So,
So you're Netflix.
But you know, back to how you were saying about if we just all restart.
yeah.
In that scenario, everybody will be without contact. So if you have a house phone, or you mean like everybody without internet,
Or
everybody
probably
without
internet.
phones?
Yeah, because probably the phone with the landline was all right. I don't
Yeah.
think it was.
You feel like maybe if we just start over without internet,
Yeah.
Damn.
Well,
there
'cause
will be no way for the dark web to exist. Then that's what you're saying.
yeah.
Because dark web comes with like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It
like
comes
something
with
that
selling
yeah.
drugs, selling photos, inappropriate photos, guns,
Everything.
drugs, organs, with the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But do you think that that problem already was going on without the internet?
Well, there's always been like a black market.
Right, a
you know what
black
I mean?
market.
It was like a black market back then.
Hmm.
It was
How
kind of
would-
harder back
How
then.
would they sell people without the internet?
Like, ¿cómo se llama? Back in the days of
Or not just
Viper?
people, but
The
The beeper?
the
beeper, yeah.
Yeah, they'll probably send a code. Like, type it, like, you could turn numbers into words
Yeah.
and then be like,
Code.
code it and send it, and it'd be like, then you get in the public phone or street phone.
Right.
Okay, I got a customer or land, you know?
Yeah, because even like
Yeah.
selling stuff like that, I
Yeah.
don't think it's gonna be. You just have to have a little bit of imagination, because
They
I
were
don't know if
handing- they were
you.
handing out business cards back then.
Well, because I don't know if you ever got to see, even when now with social media, when they were selling all those bodies of the girls and stuff, but they were trafficking, but they were selling them like if they were cabinets or whatever. Did you
Oh.
hear about that?
Yes.
You
That
said-
also
Yeah,
reminds
send
me
a video of that.
of this video where they say they have this at Walmart. Say you go to Walmart.
Yeah.
There's this whole wall that has photos of missing people
Yeah.
to see if anybody has seen them. But
That's
people are
crazy.
saying, what if they're selling these people? And the number that you got to call if you see them is the number you call to buy those people.
No.
What if they're advertising humans?
And right in front of your
trafficking
face,
right in
yeah.
front of
Right in front of you, and
Yeah.
only the
Oh, that hella makes sense now, yeah.
only the capitans know that. Only the people
Right.
within.
Yeah, and all those photos you see around the streets missing, those are just people advertising maybe to sell those people.
Yeah, because going back to that, where they would be selling like table, and it was called Lucy.
Yeah.
They were selling Lucy,
ridiculous price.
Yeah.
and it was like
The price
10
doesn't
bands.
match, yeah.
like,
Oh,
what the
mueble,
heck?
yeah. What's it called?
It was like Wayfair or
Wayfair?
something?
Yeah.
Wayfair?
Was
Wayfair?
it?
Wayfair?
Huh.
Was it? Wayfair?
Yeah.
remember.
Por un puto mueble, like for like 10, 15 bands.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
No,
wild.
está cabrón.
So that's pre-internet maybe, you know? Well, that's what they do without burning themselves on the internet.
Well, I said that was my best advice, but the real
Yeah,
the real best advice is just believe in Christ. You know what I mean? To be honest, like that's like 100%
To be on the safer side.
to be in the
I mean,
safer
there's
side.
always going to be evil in the world.
Yeah,
If
Regardless.
there's good, there's evil.
yeah. Hey, but like in the gospel, it says that the darkness won't overpower the light, and that's true in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's any type of little light and you're filled with in a dark room, you will always see the little bit of that light.
You're
Yeah,
right.
It gives you the hope.
Yeah, and you can see it because the earth, we're just keep going on. The world is
Yeah.
the world is not an end still, you know. There's still we're living our normal lives and whatnot. People are still, you know, benefiting of the world. It's not like everybody's in a hole. Everybody's, you know.
Yeah, bro. That's to me. Those topics just hit me, bro. Just because it is like you do start thinking, and you just be like, what can we do? Like, what do we do at this moment? And it's crazy because it also brings it back all of this literally has all connections
Mm-hmm.
to like even what we were talking about last week. For example, letting the kids go out to even go to the stores or whatever it may be,
Yeah.
right? Just by hearing what is happening and like people talking and stuff, that really doesn't even want to let you do anything like that. Like
Yeah.
you wouldn't want to take your kids out when you
Well,
know.
even for example, if your girl wants to take your kids out,
Yeah.
would you be 100% sure that she can defend multiple kids?
Yes.
And like, say there's two men trying to kidnap, you
bro.
know, it's like
It's so crazy.
unless you're there, you feel safe, you know.
yeah, I
Certain
get it.
times,
Yeah, because all this shit I mean, happens
Especially-
at stores, Target,
Yeah.
Walmart.
Especially just leaving your kid go around in the block on the bike.
Yeah,
It's like, oof, I don't know. Just the possibilities, like you said,
Potential
that
organ
we're
donor
used-
right there.
dude.
Man, organs are worth a lot. I heard that your whole body is worth over $1 million, just cut up in pieces
On
and
the black market,
with the
huh?
blood, the heart, the liver, the organs, the kidneys,
Wow.
and whatnot.
In
Yeah.
pieces.
I actually went down a rabbit hole lately, bro.
I'm pretty sure they have human
recently-
farms.
I've
Yeah.
yeah, human farms, bro. So like, say back then, if you needed to go to a hospital, it was, say you live in a little village, the closest hospital's hours away.
Yeah.
If you're say you're pregnant, you know,
Yeah.
you're not gonna drive, let alone if you have a car. If not, you know,
Yeah.
you're not gonna go travel hours and hours just to go get a checkup or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, there's probably people that never even register themselves being pregnant
Yeah.
and just have kids. You have 4 kids in the family, none of them register because you have at-home births.
Yeah.
You have herbs that you relieve your pain with or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
It's like I was thinking back in the days, they wouldn't register kids sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
And back to what you're saying, like human farms, it's dark, but like, what if you have a warehouse of like 50 women
And they're
and
just
you just get them all pregnant
Yeah.
and you have kids that are unregistered, all organs that you can sell, you know?
wow, that's heartless,
It's
bro.
like a, yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a business. They kind of showed it in
But
one
that's
movie.
like
I don't
what
know if
you're
it was
saying, it's-
was
Man,
like-
that's crazy.
it
Just
was- it
thinking
was-
about how back then, you know?
it was like a vampire movie that had a human blood farm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember what vampire movie was it. And there was this warehouse packed with just humans just sucking the blood out of them for the vampires. But then it makes you
Right,
think
like
about
blood,
it. Yeah,
blood donors, bro.
Yeah.
They pay.
they're
one
paying.
of my friends told me that he gets paid, I think like 100 and something a week or 200 a week, some amount where he's like, I have to go once every couple days so that they could take blood out, and he's getting paid, bro.
No, that's the plasma, no?
Right? Yeah. They
Yeah,
take the
plasma.
plasma and then they put your blood back in. Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's kind of what it is, no?
Probably
The it's like a
money talks.
yeah.
Yeah, bro.
And that's the reason I don't put organ donor on my ID,
Me
bro.
either.
Because if
Yeah,
there's
no.
if you're in the hospital and you're dying, and if you're an organ donor, then it'd be
They'll
like,
let you die.
Oh,
bro,
they'll let you
there's
die on
people,
purpose, bro.
There's people that wait up to 7 years on a donors list
Wow.
to get an organ. Yeah, I seen this guy that needed, I think it was a liver transplant, and he's on the waiting list.
Wow.
And it was this documentary called Trafficked, where this lady she talks to people that need organs. She even goes deep into the people there's people that hunt for organs. There's people that hunt for people that make them go missing, obviously. Make them go missing and sell their organs. But there's also people that recruit people, like they convince you. They go to like third world countries
Yeah.
and convince you that, hey, you only need one kidney.
Oh
or
yeah, I
whatever.
seen a documentary in India.
We will
they
give
do it a
you
lot.
we will give you 1,000, 3,000, 5,000, and they turn around and sell it for, a lot more.
Dude,
60,
that's
70.
But they convince you.
$100,000,
They
yeah.
even convince you that
You only need one. Yeah, like
that
you
your
said.
kids, you just sell a couple. You have 4 kids. That's 4 kidneys. You can have $10,000 right now, and whatnot. They convince you. So there's those people.
Wow.
This documentary is crazy, and it's those people, the hunters. There's the doctors, the surgeons.
Yeah.
That they're real surgeons, but they just work for the
Heartless
Yeah.
people.
dark web.
Yeah, bro. That is super hard.
And it's a crazy market, organs.
It's a hot market.
It's a hot.
The whole market.
Yeah, because would you pay for an organ if you knew that they're dead, that they're getting killed or being scammed for organs?
Dude, that's crazy.
Say you needed a kidney.
Well, I
you
would
have
I
you
don't
have a
think-
couple years to live. You have, say they sell you 3, 4, but the waiting list is like 7 years.
and you
know?
only got like 3
it
years to
puts your
live.
back against the wall. Like, well, all right, are you willing to buy this? You know, or are you
100
willing
bands.
to? Yeah,
So for me, honestly, I probably wouldn't care. Probably would. just
Nah, if
give
it's your
myself-
time, it's your time.
But
bro.
but if it's my kids, bro, I would do that and more, bro.
right.
I'll
right,
have to
right.
figure it out.
yeah.
Yeah. But if for me,
Yeah, because there's a
Yeah.
guy
You already
that
lived. Fuck it.
there's a guy that paid 300,000 because they were bidding on an organ.
Oh,
what?
Yeah, so the wait was like long, obviously, and he only had, his organs weren't gonna last that long, and there was a bid for 200,000 for that organ, and he overpaid up to 300,000, and he said it's the best investment. He said he would have paid more because
Wow.
just to live longer, for his family. Or whatever.
300,000. Now, is it really worth 300,000 though? Will you be able to make 300,000?
I feel
So
like
for
it's more. It's
Damn,
more
that's
for
like
the,
a house like a house
Yeah.
right there.
It's more for like seeing your family grow.
Yeah.
You want to be there.
Shit, will you go to hell because buying the organ from someone else?
Yeah. But it would be
I
like
think donate is different than buying someone that you already know. Like,
Yeah, but what if they say it's donated, but it's not?
Dude, that's crazy. That
Yeah.
topic alone, because I've heard like, now that you're talking about the dark web, I've heard like crazy stuff about that. Like you could even buy like AIDS in a bag, bro.
Wow.
Like yeah, you could buy AIDS, and like they'll send it to you on a jeringa or something. Like
Yeah, it's this website. I seen it on there. I wrote it down.
nigga Juan's about to pull out.
Watch, yeah. So there's this website called.
Juan's,
I've been on it. Nah, I haven't been on it.
Juan's about to show us some organs right now.
It's the Amazon of the dark web.
Wow,
It's called Alpha Bay Market.
Alpha Bay.
Alpha Bay. This
And
is
you-
a market where they sell drugs, passports, IDs, credit cards, fake money, weapons, organs, everything, bro. Hitmen.
Whatever you can imagine.
Yeah, so
you could
this
get it.
this place this website opened, I think it was 2016 or 17. The first year made like $500 million.
What?
The year after, every month they were making $500 million.
damn.
Whoa.
Every day, actually, to be honest. Yeah, every day, daily, $500,000 daily for the next 2017. But right away, the FBI, CIA was onto it.
Because they're
They-
making more money than the
They
government.
looked it up. The way they found this guy that made this website, bro, he used his same email that he used for other businesses that he opened before.
Yeah.
So he was a businessman. He learned, he was good with websites,
Wait,
good with marketing.
What
the
did you say it
website.
was called?
Alpha Bay.
Oh, it wasn't called Silk Road.
No. Silk Road was one of the first
Okay,
to ever
okay,
do
okay,
it.
okay.
This was recent, yeah. After Silk Road.
Silk
Silk
Road-
Road is in prison for life.
Yeah, because
which is
Silk Road
crazy.
was the
Was
the
he like a young
beginning
kid
of-
or not?
Yeah. And they
Yeah.
were using when you use Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, there's no way they could track transactions, They're not coming from a bank. They're not coming from an account. Every transaction, say I send you a Bitcoin or a percentage of Bitcoin, every code is different every time I send you it. It comes from a different code.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
they can never track it. So when you add that onto the website, like these trafficking websites,
Mhm.
there's no way they could track you, So you're selling drugs, but there's no way they could track to where they're sending the money. 'Cause
yeah.
it's anonymous all the time. Yeah, that's
Well, I
Silk
did
Road
hear
is
about
crazy.
the Bitcoin thing, Juan, and they could track it, but it takes a long time.
Really.
So the way that it works is like they try to get different wallets because it's like different wallets. So it's like you could make like a long. So in order for you to like hide your money, your Bitcoin, it's like
Yeah.
you gotta make a wallet to a different wallet to a different wallet. So it's like I got $20, and then I get your wallet, Johnny's wallet, and I put my $20 in there, and then I'll grab later on Johnny's wallet, and then I'll put it into your wallet. But originally it came out of my wallet. So,
So it'd
if
be
you
harder
get
to
caught,
track down.
if
Yeah.
you get
Yeah,
caught,
and
you
then
won't
there's-
see that it went through
Yeah.
me, then Johnny, and then you. They'll just know that the Bitcoin is in your wallet now. So they'll know where is it at, but they can't trace
Where it
like
came from.
multiple times where it came from. So that's usually what they do. They they transfer it in multiple different places
Yeah.
until you can't trace it anymore. So, I mean, if they really want to trace it, they'll trace it now. Now, when it barely came out, it was like super untraceable. Now
Yeah,
it's becoming
I
a
heard,
little bit.
well, when I would send Bitcoin, every time I would send it, it would generate a new code. So like, say I would want to request money from you,
Yeah.
I'll request whatever. I would copy paste the code that's only there for like a couple minutes.
Okay.
So I would get that code and I'll send it to you, and I'll be like, send it to this account, to this code. Boom, you click on the link and you'll send it.
Oh, okay.
The next time I want to request money from you, it's a whole different code.
Different code.
Yeah,
Yes, every time anybody sends money, yeah.
Oh, okay.
changes.
But I know there's always a log. There's a big log where everybody has ever sent,
Yeah.
and it's like yeah, everything every money Bitcoin sent or received is on a big log that everybody
Yeah.
can see. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's just hard to
Yeah,
track it.
it
It's
is hard.
really hard to track. Yeah,
It is harder than cash. Yeah. And stuff like
Wait,
that.
yeah, maybe not as hard as cash.
Yeah.
Because cash is like give it under the table. You know, no
Yeah.
one knows.
Unless
You're
someone
talking about
tells
maybe
yeah.
credit cards and the
Yeah.
bank
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah.
Because cash is like
Yeah.
Digital
the best
currency.
way you could spend money.
Yeah.
Obviously,
That's why they're
yeah.
trying to cancel cash.
Yeah, because you can't track it.
Well, that's crazy because going on to that tracking money, my mom told me a story a while, like when we were growing up,
Yeah.
that in Mexico, somebody from my dad's family, they holded my grandpa hostage, bro. They
Ooh.
holded him hostage in Mexico,
Uh-huh.
from Michoacan. So this person was my grandpa's bodyguard at the time, but he planned the whole heist and everything to come up
Whoa.
on him, which it was successful. He came up on my grandpa, right? Boom.
The same bodyguard.
The same bodyguard. Boom, boom, that happens.
Wow.
And this fool requests the money. So what happens is like my parents, my mom and my dad, and as they're going through this scenario, they're calling the cops and everything, and the guy's telling them like, if you call the cops, we're gonna kill him. You're
Yeah.
gonna get body parts from your dad. And we were like, all right, well, whatever. That's what they're going. They did call an investigator at the moment, like right there and then. You know, they had money to find out that they gave them a certain amount of cash, like whatever they were asking for. Let's say the guy was asking at the moment $10,000, right, for my grandpa. So this guy came up and he gave him $10,000, but with specific serial code numbers. And they said, because we're gonna do this because when it happens like this, whoever receives this money, the first
Oh.
instinct is to go buy something big
Yes.
because you already have so much cash in your hands.
They could track that.
And then we're
code.
gonna
Oh,
track
I
you.
see.
So then that happened,
Man,
and
that's
they-
true. I never thought about that.
and they
Yeah.
ended up catching the guy that
Because of
stole
the
my
code-
grandpa
because of
with
the
the
code
stoler with
on
the
the
code from the dollars.
Wow.
That is wild.
And they
Hey.
ended up catching him.
Damn, that's crazy.
though, that
he got kidnapped.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's wild.
But today's gonna be the end of the pod. It was a little bit short,
Yeah.
but we had a good time talking to you guys. It was great. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow us. Cabin Boys, we are out.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
we out.